Hello, my name is Susie Overton. I am a member of Toast of Inverness and DTC Speaks Toastmasters here in Denver, Colorado. I've also had the pleasure of serving as a Pathways Advisor in District 26. This video is one of several training videos available on the District 26 website. That would be d26toastmasters.org. And these videos were created to help guide members into their online learning experience of Pathways. Specifically, this video will review the Basecamp dashboard. Now, the Basecamp dashboard is like your gateway into Pathways. There's an abundance of information here, and members who take the time to learn about the sections really can benefit by understanding where the resources are and the support material and really the learning components inside Pathways. I'm excited to show you the way. Are you ready to get started? All right, I'm going to share my screen with you. And here we go. And when we log into the Toastmasters.org website, we will tap behind our name at the very top, and that will open what is called My Toastmasters page. The My Toastmasters page has three rectangular boxes at the top. The far left is Go to Basecamp, and that's exactly what we want to do. So we're going to tap on that white box that says Go, and that will bring us to the Basecamp dashboard. Now, the Basecamp dashboard has at the very top a blue bar. This blue bar has 3 or 4 items here at the top. In order to access any of this information, you must wait for this little drop down, this white tab drop down. Once that drops down, you can use that and click on that it will move you to the point where you want to go. This home tab will always bring you back to the Basecamp dashboard. So if you get lost, going up here and waiting for this drop down and tapping home will bring you right back to the Basecamp dashboard. If you wanted to go back to your Toastmasters profile, you can do that by clicking right here. Now, these 3 panels that are shadowed here on the left-hand side will guide us to areas that are most often accessed by Toastmasters. So it's a direct, quick access to material that is most often needed. The first is the Paths and Learning, which is the education transcript. But before we go there, let's go to the speech evaluations. And under speech evaluations, we are taken to this screen where there are several questions that can help clarify some questions about evaluations. And by tapping on the questions, it will open up answers and more information. In addition, every evaluation resource that is available inside Toastmasters Pathways is available right here, and they're listed alphabetically. By tapping on one of them, we can launch the evaluation resource, and it will open up the evaluation form. These are fillable PDFs that can be completed digitally on the device, saved to the device, and then emailed to the speaker. They can also be printed directly from here, saved to your computer in any way, shape, or form that you should decide you want to do. And that is a valuable ability to be able to save those evaluation resources directly to your computers. All right, back to the Basecamp dashboard. There's one more thing I wanted to show you under speech evaluations. It's one of my little favorite secrets, my little hidden gems, if you will. But at the top here, in highlighted text, it says review the how to evaluate tutorial. This is an exceptionally good tutorial. There are many tutorials throughout Pathways, and oftentimes when there is highlighted text, it means there is more information behind it. So it's important to click on that highlighted text to learn more. This particular tutorial is exceptional in that it allows you, it's a working tutorial, an interactive tutorial, allows you to work alongside an experienced Toastmaster in evaluating a speaker. I think it is terrific support material to the evaluation project itself, and I highly recommend that everyone review this tutorial. Now let's go back to the Basecamp dashboard. There we are, we've done Paths and Learn speech evaluations. Let's jump down to the tutorials and resources section. When we open up that, there's a menu on the left-hand side that will give us more support material here. Most importantly is the tutorials on the very top of the list. It opens up 6 video tutorials that are exceptionally good at helping you understand some very important parts, key parts of working inside Pathways. One is accessing your path. The second and third one would be completing a project and completing a level. There are actions that are necessary to complete a project to be able to reflect that in your curriculum and move to the next project. And these tutorials will show you exactly how to do that. In addition, there is the tutorial on how to evaluate, and then here's one for providing feedback and awarding badges, which we'll get to in a moment. All right, evaluation resources are all listed here as well. All 9 languages are available, but by selecting the English, they're listed alphabetically, and we can access any evaluation resource we would need. If we've got a Toastmaster who's struggling to find the resource that they need, we can provide it by accessing it right here. And then project descriptions are also available here. This is a great place to go if you're working with a fellow club member and you're unsure of the project that they're working on. This will give you the purpose and the objective of the projects, and that's a great resource as well. There are additional resource documents that are sometimes, most often, found in the actual path itself and the project itself, but here they are accessible as well because they are often needed for other projects and other circumstances. The Navigator is also accessible here, as well as frequently asked questions, the Basecamp glossary, and the Basecamp Manager. The Navigator is the guidebook to Toastmasters and a very, very important guidebook, and that's the reason they've given it to you here and access as well. Now, if we go back to the Basecamp dashboard, we will see that there is a video on the right-hand side. This video allows us to kind of take, again, a brief overview, similar to what you've maybe heard from me here, but a little more general in nature, just orienting you to the Basecamp homepage. And this, below this is the My Feedback section. And by tapping on this, we are taken to a place that shows all of our feedback. This is where members can interact with us and share information. So right now I can review any of the feedback that any member has left for me inside Pathways. There is an excellent tutorial right here. Again, highlighted text saying providing feedback and awarding badges. I highly recommend that Toastmasters all read this or watch this tutorial. It will aid you in understanding how you can interact with your fellow Toastmasters inside your club and inside Pathways. Now, one of the things that I am going to share with you is the search bar in the upper right-hand corner. If I tap right up here, this is like a Google search, but you can actually do something kind of fun, which is type in your club name and do a search, and it will pull up your entire club members, all the members who are enrolled in Pathways, and you have the opportunity here to interact with any of them by simply tapping on their name and going to their Basecamp profile, learning more about them as a member, and then allowing yourself to leave them feedback here as well. That's a great place to go. In addition, at the upper right-hand corner is a little shoulder and head. This is where you can enter your account information and your profile information. That's a good thing to do so you can interact with everyone. The settings account, on the little settings button right here on your My Account, is where you actually can change your profile with your picture. All right, let's go back to the Basecamp dashboard. Tap on that home, take us back to the Basecamp dashboard. There is a couple more sections, My Badges. This is where you showcase all of the badges that you've earned in Toastmasters or that people have given you for inspiration or courage or the levels that you've achieved. It's just a showcase box, basically. And then at the bottom is My Documents. This is where you can save all of your documents that you use inside Pathways. Now, oftentimes Toastmasters like to keep all of their Toastmaster information together. This is a nice way to do that. They've created file folders for you already with different levels on them, so you might want to be keeping your evaluation resources and outline, whatever research material that maybe you had for a project. You can keep that all within one of these files or in the My Documents, which is a general file. If I tap on that level 1, you can add a file by simply going right up here and tapping on the file which you've saved into your computer, and just pull it into this file folder, and everything is all right there and very handy for you. So I think that completes our overview of the dashboard, Pathways dashboard. and Basecamp dashboard right here. This is the place where you would go now to transfer into your education transcript. You can also access your paths, specific paths right down here in the paths and learning section. It shows all of the paths that you're enrolled in. I hope this has been beneficial to you. The information is abundant. There's a lot available to you here inside the Basecamp Manager, and I appreciate your time to watch this tutorial. I applaud that. I hope that it will make a difference in your experience. Again, this is one of several training videos that are available on the Toastmasters.org site. I would encourage you now to access the How Do I Work in a Project, and we'll get into the details of we're actually working in a project inside Pathways. There is, as I said, an abundance of information that can really build your skills and help you achieve your own personal goals.